So now you guys are ready to watch the videos. So you should have access to two separate videos. The first video that you're going to watch is entitled A Student-Centered Model of Blended Learning. So at this time, pause this video, click on the link to watch the YouTube video that I just described. Once you've finished and you've answered the questions and you've talked as a group over the 5 questions, you can come back to this webinar and we will continue. Pause the video at this time. I hope that the first video really engaged you on some great conversations attached to the 5 questions. And remember, the job of each facilitator for each question is to capture the conversations had by the group. So I want you to keep the same facilitators that you just had for each question, and we're going to move on to the next video. The next video you should have access to, and it is entitled Blended Learning, Making It Work in Your Classroom. Remember, you have a question, you want to answer the question yourself, and then facilitate a conversation with the group at the end of the video. At this time, watch the video and you can pause this video and click on the link to watch the next video clip. Once again, I hope that you found that video to also be engaging and facilitate some really rich conversations around technology integration, how you're currently doing it, and opportunities that you have in the future to better use technology for your students. So let's talk about our next steps. So hopefully you had an opportunity to capture those rich conversations. What we're going to do is capture each individual facility's plans to create a district initiative as it relates to technology integration. So the key is that you all would focus on the last question, question number 5, which talks about practices that can be implemented with fidelity in your building to better integrate instructional technology. You're going to use this link, which is also available to you, and it's going to basically ask you to share out those practices and the plans that you all plan to implement within your building. Once all of that data is collected, we will disaggregate it and come up with a plan for each facility as well as for the district to highlight all of the ways in which we are planning to integrate technology across each of our schools. So I am not going to ask you to pause the video at this time and to complete the form. You can complete the form at the end of the video at your leisure. Just assign one person that you want to do it, whether it's your principal, your lead teacher, or a teacher who wants to be responsible for that to be done. Now, remember our next steps that we talked about in a previous slide. And those next steps were to implement technology with the use of BET, create weekly lesson plans that identify technology uses and integrations that are aligned to GSE, implement a technology lesson at least once a week within each of your grade levels of your courses, and then we want you to utilize the resources that you already have available to you to support you in integrating technology into your classroom. So that concludes this PL webinar. I hope that you found it to be interesting. I hope that you learned something new, and I hope that you value the conversations that you were able to have with your colleagues. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. We look forward to reading your responses and sharing them as a district as we continue to move forward to support our students in increasing their opportunities for learning and their achievement levels. Thank you.